from the 26.
Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
11.
On first down. It's Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. It's just me and you.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 3rd and goal, here's the option left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Check. Go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
36 power.
Check back 33. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They're not ready. Go down, slow down, slow down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Don't get nervous.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was a target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games. It started Thursday night, Colts-Texans, to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them. But if they win, they could be neck and neck with Dallas. With Seattle, they're trying to keep pace and stay right on the heels of San Francisco in the NFC West. How about Dallas at New England? That's a big-time game. The Cowboys trying to maintain their lead in the NFC East. New England just one loss. And Green Bay and San Francisco. That game got flexed to Sunday night and deserved to be. That could be one of the better ones we'll see this year.
Yeah, that's a trio of games that is very, very strong this weekend. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80! Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step out.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Motion, motion. 50's to Mike. 50's to Mike.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 65, 65. 54.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
This is Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jump?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long. It's Wilson rolling to his right. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it?
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
This is a good game.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a chance here to make this a 2-score swing, maybe even take the lead.
And it wasn't that long ago in this game. They looked like they were a little bit out of it, didn't they? But how about the safety? Get the ball back. Now a chance to take the lead. They are roaring on offense.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. Fresh juice on their side.
Definitely.
Come on, fellas.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 13.
21, 21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
I'm going back to you.
Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Well, going into the final